Hello everybody, my name is Robert James Hoffman III. You may know me as the lead in the film Step Up to the Streets. I'm also the first person to ever wear a man bun, and I have the name of every president of the United States on the backside of my right thigh in invisible ink. And today, I'm going to teach you how to do the wave. All right, let's jump right into it. And as always, keep in mind that if I say right hand, it means your right hand, left hand, my right hand. We're going to reverse everything so you don't have to think and I don't have to think either. And helping me today is Melinda Markoulis. So, right away, the most fundamental way that I teach the wave is to first imagine that your arms are on a shelf, a very, very flat shelf. And then a little old can of Coca-Cola or Zevia, for the healthy ones out there, starts to roll at your hands, but you want to let that can of Zevia go past you. So the first thing that would happen, Melinda, let's go. The first thing that will happen is your fingers would come up. And then those fingers would roll over the can, but your wrist would still be on the ground, or the shelf. Then as your fingers start to straighten out and the knuckles start to come down, the wrist would go up, but the elbow would still be down. Then as that elbow starts to come down and the knuckles start to hit the table, your right elbow will go back and up. And there's the most tricky part of the wave, getting the elbow to go back and up while your hand stays flat. This is a shoulder burner. It's going to burn your shoulder, but it's going to give you really hot mama or hot dude shoulders for the beach. So don't sweat how much this is going to burn, but just practice going back and up with your elbow. Back and up, back and up. Okay, cool. Now that that hurts like heck, we're going to let that elbow come back down, and our shoulder comes up, and then it rolls. You can roll through your chest, you can roll through your back, whatever. You can roll through your lips, whatever you want to do. But it comes up to your other side shoulder, and then now once again we go up and back with our elbows. So let's just drill that. Up and back with it hurts so bad already. Up and back. Up and back, the burn is good, the burn looks good in a swimsuit, up and back, flat hand, make sure the hand is flat, that's the main thing you want to be focusing on is that flat hand. Okay, cool. Now that elbow comes down and the can of Coke rolls underneath that wrist. Oh, look, even I'm not perfect with that. Rolls under the wrist first, then the wrist starts to come down as the can is now under your knuckles, and then it starts to roll off the knuckles, off the fingers, finishing all those details as you get to the end, and now you can drop your arms and slap them because that hurt really bad. Okay, go. Let's go again. Now let's go from the left side. Oh man, it burns. Okay, from the left side, here we go. Can of Coke is coming at those fingers. They arch upward. They close over the can of Coke. Then those fingers slide out, the knuckles go down as the wrist comes up. The wrist comes down, everything slides out. As the elbow comes up, but the hand stays flat. The elbow goes down as the shoulders come up. You roll it through however you want. Shoulder comes up again. Elbow comes up, pushes out to the wrist. Hand is flexed, then the wrist comes down as it comes under the knuckles, and it flaps all the way up, finishing all the details. Cool. And there is your wave, the most technical way of approaching the wave. Now, let me show you something really, really surprising. You've been doing the wave for many, many years of your life. Okay? Imagine you're riding in a car. Dad's driving and he's singing really bad, and you want to distract yourself because you hate life because you're a teenager and you're full of angst, and you roll the window down and you feel the wave, or you feel the air and you start to ride the air with your hand. You are literally doing a perfect wave. All you have to do is, as you take it to the side, make sure you keep that elbow going up and down. Okay, so you already have the coordination of the perfect wave. Now let's try to do the opposite of that. Okay, almost like you're flicking something off your hand. Again, just make sure you're getting the elbow and really get all the details of your fingers out, okay? So what I do in my freestyle, and I hate it when I see it, is I'll throw a wave, but then I'll stop about here because I want to get to that next move. So always finish your wave like the masters do. Watch Pop and John. He always finishes all the way with his fingers, okay? Cool, so let's just take that basic wave going all the way through, and let's just drill it a bunch, make our shoulders really burn, and try to get that to be second nature to you. You can watch this video as many times as you want. You can watch it once a day for your first year of training so that you have the most perfect instincts on waves, should you choose to. And here we go. Let's go ahead and drill it. Okay, here we go. Can comes at the fingers, knuckles, wrist, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, elbow, wrist, knuckles, fingers out. Again, fingers, knuckles, wrist, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers, knuckles, fingers. Cool. Okay? Let's go 2 times a little faster. 7, 8. Fingers, knuckles, wrist, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, elbow, wrist, knuckles, fingers out. Fingers, knuckles, wrist, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, elbow, wrist, knuckles, fingers. One more time. Dee 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 dee. Cool. Another little tip. When you're doing like a low wave, it's really easy to get your elbow out, and it'll always look a little fancier right there. That is a lot easier than here, because up here, if you're not super flexible like me, it's kind of really hard. And like to throw a wave from here, it's really hard to get that elbow up. So just be cognizant, the higher your elbow, the more you need to crank. The higher your arm, the harder you need to crank that elbow to make the wave have a shape. I'm so inflexible, I have to kind of lean forward anytime I do a wave on a high angle. A little tip for you. Cool. Let's do 5 times through and getting all those little details, and then we'll go on to some slight variations of the wave for you to play with and get your mind going into that fantastical, inventive, personalized realm. 6, 7, 8, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are we on? 2, what is this, 4?
This is the 5th.
That's the 5th. More. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it burns. That's such a good shoulder workout. Okay, cool. A little thought for you. There is a man by the name of David Bernal. He's one of the first mega viral videos called Robot Dance. It's this unassuming guy comes into a talent show in Anaheim in an orange sweatshirt. Few people know that none other than Mike Song is the person that was on the stage right before him. And someone goes, "David from Santa Ana, let's hear it." And he just seems all unassuming, and the next thing you know, he just turns into this crazy alien. That's David Elsewhere, or his street dance name is Elsewhere. He had a DVD called Detours. I think most of that is available on YouTube now. If you want to be a purist, please go get his DVD from a shop or whatever. Anyway, study his robot dance video or his Detours video, and you will see some of the most hyper-detailed waves you've ever seen. He also does these very circular waves, which I've kind of adapted into my own little technique, and I'm going to share that with you right now. Okay, this is my little special circular wave. Okay, so we're going to come from the wave going out. Okay, so it's the same as if we came from this side and we're coming out with it. Okay, but as you come out, once that elbow hits, cut this arm inward. Yeah, almost like you're flicking your pinky to the crowd, and then rotate out, over, and down. Okay. So as soon as the elbow hits, pinky up, rotate, wipe, backhand, swish, swish. Yeah, it's really hard to articulate this, so just hear my words, but mostly visually follow along. Elbow, pinky swish, circles, circle back, over, down. Okay? Don't think too hard about it. Just get all those little circles in there if you can. Boom, circle, back, down. And cock it, circle, back, down, and boom, circle, back, down. So you're almost giving like a flag in the wind effect to it. Just a little. So don't think too hard about it. And if something starts to happen organically for you that you feel looks better than what I'm doing, go with it. Yeah, you don't have to do it exactly like me, because this is basically completely from me watching Elsewhere, literally probably 300 to 400 times straight when that video came out. And that's what I impulsively got from watching him. So similarly, if you like this kind of feeling of a loose, more like ribbon in the wind feel, then just study it until your body starts to interpret it the way you like it, okay? But either way, I want you to keep drilling it right now, making that elbow hurt. Okay, let's go to the other side now. Keep ourselves ambidextrous as always. As that elbow pops, first the pinky comes forward, swipe around, backhand, and over. Pinky comes up, swipe around, backhand, and over. Just that total little circular flourish. Flu, 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 flu. Flu, 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 flu. That's probably the best way to articulate it. Flu, 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 flu. Flu, 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 That piece of footage right there, isolated, is going to be the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Cool. So there's just a straight traditional wave. There's a fun little circular variation of the wave. And then let's also, while we're here talking about waves, let's just go over the simplicity of the body wave, because there's one really important part of the body that most people overlook, and it's a specialized little technique to access it. I'll never forget, I was at a party maybe a year after we'd done You Got Served, and everybody was like, "Oh, white boy can dance," and I was like feeling good, and I was doing some stuff, and then finally they were all like, Rob, you don't really use your body when you wave. Like, you don't use this part. I never forgot that. I felt so schooled. But so from here to here, there's a lot of room to make the wave, and a lot of people focus on the obvious arm part and the head up, and then they kind of stiffen up there. Okay, but there's a lot of waving to create right there. If you want to watch a master of pulling a wave out of his body, watch Flat Top. Watch footage of Flat Top. Like, I'm pretty sure his whole rib cage just like breaks, and he does this crazy wave with his body right here. Anyway, so we all know that feeling of being in the car. We all probably, if you're a dancer, you probably understand the concept of throwing a wave down your body. If not, let's go over that really quickly. Head up, chest pops up. We'll go over these details right here, but in general, think about the middle of your body, stomach going out, hips coming forward, and then dropping back, and then popping those hips forward, stomach, this part, chest, shoulders, and then waving back out, okay? You should understand this motion. If not, you're probably pre-first class, and that's totally cool. We all start where we start, but this should be a relatively easy motion for you. Same with this one. Yeah? If not, take your time on your own to get that into you. So we'll assume that you have that. We'll assume that you know how to throw a wave down. Now what I want to get into is obviously you want to put as many details in as possible. Obviously you want to make it really, let us really see that head, pull that neck, pull that chest up. But the thing that most people don't know about, and I learned this from Philip Chabib, is your diaphragm right here is a very isolatable part of your body. So you just have to find how to push this part. It's right underneath your rib cage, right where your ribs separate. There's this little thing that you can actually isolate, and it's not your stomach. Your stomach's here, your diaphragm is there, yeah? So try to find that, just literally put your hand on it, and you'll find it. You'll know when you get it. It's pretty weird. It's really just like a bike. Once you feel it, you're like, oh, okay, now I got it. Actually, it takes a couple times to get used to it. Okay, so after your chest, you really want to get that part out, then throw it down your stomach, then let your hips engage. You're going to come back, and then take that time to let every little part of your body show the details, okay? The more, you don't have to just throw from there. You can really take your time and show little details in your wave to have more fun and more things to access, okay? So let's just do that together. We'll do it about 10 times. 7, 8, wave down, body and hips, hips, body up, arms, wave all the way out. Details, 2, 3, 4, details, 6, fingers, all the details. All the details, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go on the other angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool! All right, there you go. You got 3 really nice, fun essentials of waving to play with. Master them, get them to the point where you can't mess it up even if you try, and then get messy and find out what your voice is and how you use the wave to create your amazing dance style. Nice hanging out with you. Thank you, Melinda. See you guys in the next one. It was lovely hanging out with you and teaching you. If you are interested in learning more, if you are interested in a course which I have created that teaches you everything you need to know about the entire dance industry, from all of my experiences, my entire life of training, how to train yourself, how to get an agent, how to find the right training, all the above is all wrapped into one course at this website right here. I look forward to you learning this. I'm so excited to give this to the world. It's information I've been gathering and storing for many, many, many years, and I finally got it ready to present to you all. Also, you can find me at any of my socials, which are at Hoffman Robert, and I'll see you there.